that, where is your heart? Because your heart is the key. The treasure is where your heart is at, right? So if you don't have your heart in the right place, God can't use you and he can't promote you to the next season. So where is your heart is really what I wanted to bring up today. And you see literally like Satan is just kind of running amok in front of you. And, you know, God is supposed to be holding them accountable, but it's like, well, Lord, where are you? I don't see you. Where have you been? Trust God in this process. We have to stop keeping our eyes or putting our eyes on the other situation, okay? Becoming somebody that God really considered a friend. I wanted to be a friend to God. I didn't want, like, that was really important to me. I know that God is my friend, but I wanted to be God's friend. And with that being said, what you have to do is surrender. In that, do you trust God? Do you trust God no matter what you see in front of you? It really is key if you don't have faith. Faith is really the key to get you to the next step. You really have to understand that life that I had to live. I still had a purpose in this world that I didn't even know I had. You know what I mean? We have to really understand that we have to focus on our hearts this season. We have to focus on how do we become good soil? Where is it that God wouldn't trust us? Does God consider us a friend? Could God consider us a friend? If God could consider us a friend, that means we trust him no matter what we see in front of us. And so that's key. What people are doing and how they're acting to get you to react in a way where it's a lack of faith and getting you to step back and focus on, for example, the distraction of people's reactions. We really have to be careful about that because Satan will bring people around you just to distract you so you don't take the time to focus on your heart. Listen, people suck. I get it. Like when I was in this situation and people are mean, I get it, but we have to understand, why do people suck? Why are people being mean? It's because they have a bleeding heart. So are we going to allow the fact that they have a bleeding heart affect our heart? Because if we allow their bleeding heart to affect our heart, now we have a bleeding heart because we just took offense. We just took on false responsibility, false liability, bitterness, resentment, whatever it may be. We now just took that on. So now we can't be used by God in that next season because now God has to pull us back to heal our heart again. And that's the vicious cycle that Satan will use. We have to get to a place where we don't care what people think of us. We don't care about being accepted by the world. We don't want to be needed by man because God needs us, because God accepts us, because God loves us, because God is our everything. When God becomes your everything, it really, honestly, you won't care. Like, you won't care you don't care what they have to say about you. You won't care what your spouse is saying or not saying, or what they're doing or what they're not doing. It won't matter to you because you will just know that you know that you know that God loves you, that God is for you, that God is your ultimate provider, that he is your ultimate protector. And no matter what is in front of you, God is going to take care of you. But if we're so focused on what other people are doing around us, we're going to be robbed of our joy and our peace that is a gift from God because of trusting him in this process. So guys, I would really spend time with the Lord and ask him, how can I prepare my heart?